All right, everyone, here we go with a Friday reading. I love the Friday readings. I like the weekly readings too. All right, I don't have a favorite. Actually, I do. But it's actually this one. I like this reading. Tells me where we're at in the soulmate cycle, what your runner is thinking and feeling, what the other side, incoming energy, is thinking and feeling. Now, however, based on a reading, a super random I did recently, I know there's other energies approaching. So this could be, for some of you, in some of the positions, because it's part of the soulmate cycle, what someone maybe you haven't even met yet, or someone around you is thinking and feeling. So it can be that. But again, the runner is still kind of the primary energy as part of the soulmate cycle. It's where the primary lesson comes from. Anyway, pay attention to everything that falls on the table. You're all connected. There's no timestamps here for a reason. And there's text at the top of the description that explains that. It's general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on your timelines. Let's go. What's a runner? Or other energies. Whatever. We'll just stick with runner. What's the runner thinking and feeling right now? A story begins with Aries. It ends with Pisces. The universe knows that there's slice 1 through 12 of a pie sliced in 12 pieces. It's just an exploded all signs reading on the table. That's all. Let's see where we go. I can tell you right now, a card just flew out on the floor. The bottom card, that makes me stop shuffling. The bottom card is the Hermit. So that's the overall energy. It flew out this way, which means it's, because I flipped this way, it's upright, because the red's on the bottom. It's a 7 Pentacles in the Aries position in the first position. But with the Hermit here, that's soul energy. There's a lot of soul. The soul's very powerful right now, right? The 5D is doing some powerful shit. Well, he's kind of, what's somebody thinking and feeling about you right now? It's time to do something. It's time to move. This is like a harvest time. It's time to harvest energy, okay? And we don't clarify in the Friday readings. We do tomorrow in the weekly reading where we pull on what actions they're likely to take. But somebody here is getting ready to move. Get ready to do something. All right, let's see where we go. What's Taurus? Number 2. Page of Cups. Yeah, again, it's the same energy. It's the beginnings of something. Something's welling up in somebody. All right. Now, again, this can be the runner. This can be a newer energy that's around you, because we know that's coming in from a compelled random reading I did the other day. It all feels very, let's try again kind of a thing. And I like that these aren't reversed. I like that the position that they're in. I like that our story begins with the 7 of Pentacles, because everybody's person is thinking and feeling that it's time to do something, right? Maybe apologize, maybe come in, maybe whatever. In the Taurus angle in particular, somebody's having trouble with ego, though. If I clarified that, I'd see some kind of King of Wands type energy or something like that. There's a little bit of ego here. I think they're going to try to hold back a tidal wave. I think they're holding back a tidal wave in their life. I think a lot of the runners are, right? And it doesn't matter what your sign is. If what I'm saying resonates with you, then it resonates. This isn't your horoscope. It's energy reading. So I get that a little bit. All right, the part of the card that I'm drawn to has nothing to do with the girl, nothing really to do with the water even as a whole. Just this little, what surfers sometimes call the green room, right, where you're sort of in the tube of the wave itself. It's like that. Somebody's living in that, swimming around in that. Either way, it's time to do something. What's going on here with Gemini? This number 3 position. This person's I often come up with this person as feeling like, or convincing themselves, or maybe they really are, I don't know, trapped in something that they wish they could get out of. And the 2 of Pentacles. Somebody's rounding. I prefaced it before I threw the card with that because I felt an energy of this sort of, it's getting hard to stay where they are. What they're thinking about you a lot. So much so that their options, should I stay or should I go? Let's just say that as a general thing. Should I go toward the soulmate or should I stay where I'm at, kind of a thing. It's generating heat, all right? It's a lot of frustration energy here. Heat, frustration to an energy reader reads as heat, all right? Think about like on a hot day, it's 100 degrees outside, right? Fahrenheit, of course. You're out. Think about how fast you are, how grumpy you are, how quick you get to anger in that kind of weather. Well, it's the same kind of thing here. Frustration reads as heat, and you can actually see the heat and feel the heat as well. Yeah, They're thinking about you a lot. Everybody's person is thinking about them a lot. I mean, a lot. A lot. If this is a new energy for you, if it's not your runner, this card's very important. It means the time is right for you two to come together and have a soul recognition, or for them to tell you something if it's somebody you know and they've been thinking about you a lot. Okay? There is frustration here as well, right? And there is love. Somebody wants to explore it, if that's someone new. Again, the same frequency of energy, the same frequencies, plural, that I'm reading on here can be interpreted many different ways. They play out many different ways. It's based on environmental energies, your situation, all of that. But it's still the same frequency of energy, no matter what, right? What's going on with the Seven of Pentacles here? This Cancer bookends the Seven of Pentacles in this reading. Cancer's the hot spot of this cycle, so it's an important card. It's whole cycle is Cancerian themed. It's a Nine of Wands. And yeah, this is really weird because I'm being blocked out of some of this. Some of this is redacted by the universe. I'm not sure why. It could be, it's on the principle of for the greater good. For the greater good is sometimes it's not good to know too much about your own future. It is good to know a lot about your own past, all right? But it's not good to know too much about your future. We learned that from Back to the Future and stuff, but it's a very easy concept to understand. There's something blocking this person. I think it's themselves. Something inside themselves. It's almost like I get an image in my mind's eye of somebody got themselves locked in a room and they're just doing some thinking, some contemplating. There's a lot of thinking going on and it's generating a lot of heat in the energy. Nines are the end in tarot. I could say that here. The wall is pretty thin, but there is still, someone's still keeping up a little bit of a wall here. We'll see what happens tomorrow in the weekly reading with forward movement, but everybody's person is thinking about them. Even if it's somebody you don't think you're ever going to hear from again, and you're just watching tarot readings because it's, something to do, whatever. You do pop in their head. There's no doubt about it. Or what you had, or what you represent, whatever. Leo soap opera, huh? Let's see. Knight of Swords. This is dream energy. It's almost like, because it's hazy, it's misty. All right, boy, does this person have something they'd like to say to you. Okay, and again, roles can be reversed. I know you probably got something you want to say to them too, but I am reading the incoming energy. All right, either something new comes charging towards you, and you've caught their eye and they have flashed themselves across a crowded room to get to you, or this is that runner who's sitting in that toxic situation, which is, it's the energy I feel. And boy, do they have something they want to say. But they want to say it to someone on their side, too. The energy right now is a little bit volatile, okay? It's a little bit. It's a little, what I like to call blurty energy. So this person might blurt something out, all right? Now, a lot of times what we blurt out are words we can't take back, right? And I think I said that in a recent Leo soap opera. I said some words are going to be said that they can't take back. I think I did. Anyway, or I did at some point. Virgo. Position 6 gets the Emperor. Yeah. This is your energy attached to this Virgo. I don't have any energy for this angle. Sometimes Virgo angle, number 6, and number 11, Aquarius, are of you guys. They're your energy. Some kind of balance is happening within your own energy. That's it. I've got, as far as a runner goes, well, there they are. They're sitting there. They're thinking about you. Yep, I said that. Everybody's person's going to be thinking about them, but they're just sitting there. Okay? I don't know. We're not clarifying here. I'm just getting a picture of what the hell's going on. And so far, what I've got is an energy on the other side that's doing a lot of thinking that it's time to do something. Right? But there's still a wall. The wall is getting thin, but it's still there. There's a difference between thinking that it's time to do something and doing something. That's why tomorrow's weekly reading is going to be very important, because that's what actions they're likely to take, and we clarify. Libra, the center of my reading, Ace of Wands, keeps blowing out, keeps flaring up and blowing out. Okay? Yeah, I tell Libra all the time, communication coming. Yeah, I do. But it keeps flaring up and blowing out. And that's what I get here. But something's changing. My eye went instantly. And the energy's all coming off that right there. Butterfly, transformation. Something's about to change. I think it might stay lit. But I'm not sure. I read this as new energy. I think someone else comes in and has the conversation with you that somebody else should have or wanted to. All right? We'll see. Scorpio. My hot Scorpios. Position 8. Hierophant. Yeah, that's nice. Some kind of long-term change. All right, somebody is thinking about changing their life, someone who's connected to you. Now, that can mean a lot of things. That frequency of energy, which is a specific frequency of energy, again, like any, can play out differently in different situations, on different levels, all of that. Same frequency that makes somebody steal a 20 from your drawer is the same frequency of energy, just different surrounding energies that makes them rob a bank. Same thing. Same energy that makes Tom Cruise a big star is the same energy of popularity, the same frequency that makes someone popular in high school. It's no different. It's the same frequency, different environmental energies. Please always remember that. Okay, that way you can gauge situations as you go through life. Well, what is this like? What does this remind me of? You can always boil it down to its least common denominator, and complex things or things people say will start to make sense to you. Anyway, this is an energy of someone attached to you that's changing their life. This can play out as they're coming toward you to tell you how they feel. Maybe they want to marry you. Who knows, right? Or it can play out as it's kind of a surprise to you. We're not clarifying. It might be a surprise to you. All of a sudden, you think everything's great, and somebody just decides they're moving to Zimbabwe or something. I don't know. Moving on, moving away. I have no idea. Moving to Mars, whatever the case is. I don't know. That's what I get. But it's a very powerful energy. It definitely affects your life. Whoever this energy is that's attached to you, their decision affects your life. Their change that they want to make, and it looks like they affects your life, because that Ace of Wands is staying lit. And that applies to the whole reading. Everything is energy, and everything is connected, which means readings are connected, which again is why there's no fucking timestamps here. It's stupid. Why would I just do this and then you wouldn't watch the rest of it? It doesn't make sense. Sagittarius, 2 of Cups. Man, I always get this for you. There's some kind of contract here. Something, again, this is tied to the Hierophant here for sure. These energies are ringing, feedbacking off of each other. There is some sort of, I almost want to say reason to celebrate. It almost looks like they're toasting to me, but that's not really the energy that's here. Somebody wants a partnership with you of some kind. It could be, it is somebody it is either part of your soul's true purpose or somebody you have a soul connection with. All right? I get that because of the 2 of Cups for sure, but I can feel that energy, no doubt. And I'm pulling on the soulmate cycle, so that's kind of, by default. It could be business, it could be love, it could be a new friendship. I don't know. But again, we have this opening here with this energy of somebody realizes that now is the time. Now is the time to pick the fruit. Now is the time to make the move. There is still a small wall, though. And for the 4 corners of this reading are going to be very important, because Sagittarius is part of our cycle in this one. Sometimes it's a separate energy, but not today. All right, Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's changed their mind. What are they thinking and feeling? They've changed their mind. I don't know what that means. That could go either way. All right? It's feedbacking. It's feedbacking off of this. There's some frustration here, and a mind has been changed. And there's a bit of a stubborn energy here. All right? So, I'm not sure what it means. If they thought, if they were afraid to communicate, maybe they're not anymore. If they thought they were going to, I have no idea. It can play out so many different ways. I'm just being honest with you. There's no fucking way I could sit here. It would be the shittiest reading on earth if I sat here and said, somebody's changed their mind, they're turning around and coming towards you. That's a great way to get views, but it's not how you read energy. I know better. I know that there's thousands of people watching, and, you're not all dealing with the same person. So, that being said, I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's bad. I think it's good for you. Whether they come in or not, I don't know. But I think them changing their mind or their perspective is good for you. So if this is someone who was coming towards you and now they're not, you've dodged a bullet, as we say. Okay? The universe protected you. If this is someone who wasn't coming forward towards you to have a conversation, tell you how they feel, and now they are, then it's for your greater good. Okay? That's the easiest way I can phrase it. Aquarius. Now Virgo was you guys. Right? This position 6 here. Position 11 is sometimes you guys. I don't know. Let's see. King of Cups. In the 11th position of our 12 slice pie, we get again, and here's the wall, right? Here's time to do something, time to take action. There's a lot of love here. I don't think these runners have any idea how much there is until things start, until your energies come together again, okay? There's frustration here, there's all of it, and it's all because somebody's still trying to figure out how much to share. Now that's the message for all of you, okay? If this is the only position that resonates with you in my readings sometimes, right? When I do these, sometimes for a few of you, it's just one fucking position for some reason. You're just sort of, it's the one that you fixate on. If this is that, there's an energy attached to you, or a lot of energies attached to you, that for some reason, I'm not going to say they're about to tell you how they feel. I think they're more nervous about telling you how they feel, okay? People don't, how do I phrase this? People don't tell you 100% of how they feel, okay? And it's a lot of energy attached to this, okay, in the Aquarius angle here, in slice number 11. A lot. So keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. People either love you or hate you more than you think, all right? That's all. That's fine. I always keep that in mind myself. I know. I tell you guys all the time, you're being lied to 78% of the time in your life. I've been researching and studying people since I was 4 or 5 years old, just sitting around looking at all the grown-ups around me and figuring I didn't know what energy was or anything, but I just felt stuff and all that kind of shit, right? And again, just full of shit. Lie. Usually it's a lie of omission. No one's lying to you flat out. They're just lies of omission. They're leaving things out. And it's still a lie. Position 12, completing the 4 corners of the reading, which I already said were important. Red always with the beginning here, the 7 of Pentacles, and always tied, for some reason, welded to the Leo position. I'd say somebody's coming in. I got 2 cups, I got Knight of Swords, I've got 7 of Pentacles, which is it's time to harvest. There is a little bit of a wall, but yeah, I'm right. I mean, I didn't know what was here. I didn't peek. It's 3 of Cups. It's the biggest card of communication for me in the Minor Arcana. It's bigger than 8 of Wands in certain contexts, and this is one of those contexts. It's directly bookending a 2 of Cups. It's flow of motion. It's a celebration energy. I do get that, and it's funny because if you remember, rewind, I read this card as a celebration energy, and I said, not really, but it feels like they're toasting. It felt like a celebration energy, and sure enough, I get the celebration energy directly bookending it over here. So this is communication. All of your runners, everybody's person's got something to say. There's a little bit of a holding back, a little bit of a wall here, but they're all thinking. What are they thinking and feeling? They're thinking and feeling that it's time to maybe do something. And you notice how I phrased that. I didn't say it's time to do something. I said it's time to maybe do something. Okay? And that's a start. It makes sense. It jives with all the energy that's going on around right now that have come up in the readings. Let's have the universe add all this up for us. Randomly at the bottom of the light seer is the 2 of Wands, by the way. So that's a good sign too. Again, that person on the 2 of Wands is thinking it's time maybe to do something, to change something, right? Let's see. So yeah, somebody really, on the Pisces angle in particular, somebody really likes this person. Somebody really likes you, Pisces. You're very special. They have not forgotten. There's no doubt about it. This is like, you see, it comes across as a celebration energy, but this is an evening those 3 never forget, right? They're all 30 years older now and still talking about this night, still looking at this picture, kind of a thing. It's like that. Very special to whoever this energy is. I think they probably think about you on a daily basis, dare I say. Give me, let's have the universe add all this up. So what's the incoming energy thinking and feeling right now? Add it up. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's do it. Add it all up for me, universe. Add it all up. What do we get? Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Page of Cups came out number 2. Page of Cups is our crossing the center card, crossing the base energy, so it's the environmental energy. Yeah, it's a Page of Cups. It's time to do something. Speak up, right? Speak up. What's going on? 3 cards. Yeah, Lovers, they're all feeling this connection. Center card, the Moon. Yeah, see, look. Again, there's that holding back. There's that wall that came up. That's my Queen of Cups underwater here. She got the red hair like the Queen of Cups. For me, it reads like that. It's a lot of love. It's the most love. She's the most love I can pull from the deck. And she's underwater, right? And holding her breath. Somebody's holding back a lot. Holding, what do we get here? Yeah, it's stubborn. It's the Emperor, Divine Masculine, very stubborn energy, but somebody knows that it's time to speak up. And I say that too because the bubbles coming out of her mouth there, she can't hold her breath too much longer. And somebody's doing a lot of fantasizing here. I'm just drawn to those 2. Never mind the Lover's card, never mind what that means, never mind the red background and what that might mean, blah, 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 blah. I'm just, as an energy reader, the cards are mediums. So I'm just drawn to usually one little pinpoint section of the card or a grouping of energies on the card. The grouping of energies I see are these 2. Somebody's fantasizing a lot right now, and that's causing somebody to want to make some change. There's no doubt. I picked up a dreamy energy. I picked up the dreaminess here. Somebody's really fantasizing about saying what they feel, right? Saying it, just getting it out. What's red with the Lovers? Yeah, look at that. Come on. You can't plan this stuff. This ain't no fucking card trick. Unreal. Queen of Cups. Just talking about it, I said that's my Queen of Cups underwater. Somebody dreaming about this. They're a little bit stubborn, but it's time to speak up, and there she is out of the water. We end the 3 card with her out of the water. So the universe is saying a lot of them, it's hard to resist the urge to speak up, to come forward, to tell you how they feel. Even though there is a little bit of a wall up. We did open with that 7 of Pentacles, which talked about somebody who's thinking it may be time to harvest. Pretty much time to pick these, right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do. It's tricky energy. These runners, they're, you know, it's like just, there's so much love here. I mean, this is basically a double Queen of Cups. But it's nice that she comes out of the water, right? It's hard to resist. That energy is hard to resist. I felt that Queen of Cups energy when I pulled that Moon. No doubt about it. All right, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Stay tuned tomorrow for the weekly reading, right? It's a big week. I'm also going to be doing your monthly June readings, probably starting on Sunday or Monday, one of the 2. It's the week of the, what is it, the 28th of May through, I guess, about the 3rd of June. It's nice. Let's do it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.